Yeah, it's overtime 37. 37. We're gonna start with this newscast of the Pentagon once again confirms new UFO sightings, and this is like a pyramid shaped one. So we're gonna jump right into it. I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sightings in New York nearly doubled since the pandemic began, and we are getting new video from the Navy showing pyramid-shaped objects flying in the sky. Brian Yennis is live for us in Brooklyn, New York. Brian, good morning.
Wow.
Trace, good morning. This extraordinary video and images of unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, were leaked to investigative reporter Jeremy Corbell and investigative reporter George Knapp. This night vision video purportedly shows
He's been doing that shit
pyramid-shaped
since like the
UFOs
80s.
flying over the USS Russell off the coast of California in July of 2019. At one point, these UFOs reportedly hovered just 700 feet
1, 2, 3,
above
and
the
they in the
tail of the
pyramid.
Navy destroyer, making, quote, extraordinary maneuvers. Now, Corbell says the unclassified video is part of a classified government report intended to educate officials about unidentified crafts flying over restricted airspace.
Should
These
look like
cell
a
phone photos
blimp.
taken by a FA-18 pilot in March of 2019 show 3 different unidentified aircrafts off the coast of Oceania, including 2 UFOs dubbed the Metallic Blimp and another called the Sphere.
You just said
A
that.
Department of Defense spokesperson said, quote, I
Crazy.
can confirm that the referenced photos and videos were taken by Navy personnel. The Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force has included these incidents in their ongoing examinations. However, the Pentagon was unwilling to confirm these 3 photos, which Corbell says came from the USS Omaha, showing a UFO diving into the ocean and disappearing.
That is an extraordinary piece of technology.
See, this guy right here, right?
Shit. Yeah.
This guy, Corbell, and then the guy he's with, George Knapp, like they've been on the Joe Rogan podcast and everything, right? Like I think, I don't know, like, are we leaving like everything that we see up to these guys? Like they have like these exclusive videos and stuff. Like why don't the everyday person, like we catch every like bum fight on our phone, we catch every car crash on our phone, we catch every like, you know, every like wild shit that happens on your day-to-day life on our phones, but why don't people catch UFOs on their phones? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Talking about recordings and all that.
Yeah,
like just videos that's just like
that's what makes it like so hard to believe for me, like this whole UFO shit. Like why has to be like these people that's like breaking like these type of news, this James Corbell, these George Knapp, these.
You don't think it is Bama's that got them drunks on their cell phones though, and we probably just wouldn't believe it anyway.
No, man.
What I'm saying, like
even with
stuff on Instagram get retweeted or on Twitter get retweeted, and you eventually see the shit. Like, so why don't we get to see that shit before? You know what I'm saying? His mainstream news, because news, in my opinion, is skewed to make you feel a certain way. So why do they get it first? You know what I'm saying? Like usually like even if you see like a fight or a weather incident, like a tornado or something, you would see on Twitter saying, oh, I'm contacting you. Can we use this in our newscast? Like they have to ask you for the permission. So why don't, if the shit is happening so much and so frequently and people got cell phones and cameras and they document everything at every, you know, moment's notice, why don't we get to see the shit firsthand? From you know, the everyday people on their cell phones, their GoPros. Hold on, who got that echo?
Oh, that's me. Hold on, let me turn this down.
Yeah, from GoPros, drones, all that shit. Like why? That don't make sense to me. That's the UFO agenda to me.
So would you think they're real?
So you don't think they real?
I don't think it's like how we. Nah, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's like completely fake, but it's just like I don't think the shit is the way they're presented to us. If it is, we would see it all the time, bro. We would see it all the time.
Are you one of them that think that?
I mean, they report.
No, I was gonna say, are you one of them that think that I guess the government is kind of preparing us for like some type of takeover or fake takeover, you know what I'm saying? And usher us into like martial laws and something like that.
I would believe that before, you know what I mean? Because who said that? Was that like Ronald Reagan or somebody? Or no, it was like George. Was it George Sr. or Ronald Reagan? One of the motherfuckers said that anything that's going to bring us closer is a alien attack.
Right.
It would link all the worlds together.
Right.
And that sounds like some new world order shit. So,
I mean, and then you look at the whole trajectory. Like you got like I remember. I mean, I think we had this conversation before, like how Joe Rogan always talking about aliens and UFOs.
Like so
no matter
hard,
who the
bro.
fuck come on his show, he always makes sure that's part of his shit. Joe Rogan has probably the biggest podcast on the planet. Then you also throw in the fact that now all of a sudden the U.S. government is actually coming out and confirming that their personnel are recording UFOs in the air. So if you got the U.S. government confirming that UFOs is real, and then let's say there's like a big ass event where it's like undeniable, like everybody's like, nigga, we can't even deny this shit. This shit is real. And then all of a sudden, what happens? You got the whole population in a state of fear, right? And then what happens when people get in a state of fear? Then they sit there and say, "What do you want us to do? Government, tell us what to do next."
Exactly, easier to control.
So I feel like that's yeah. So I feel like that's a natural progression. I ain't saying it's gonna happen soon, but I mean, if you look at the direction that the world is going in, I mean, you know, with this whole COVID shit, you know what I'm saying, and then you hit you know what I'm saying, you hit niggas with the finishing move, which is the alien invasion. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. The COVID's the setup and shit, and then they about to just 360 mil that shit with
and
the fucking alien shit.
And that's about to fuck them up too, because like I want to know how they gonna control that shit too, like the messaging behind it, like if they gonna use that for influence for like some war type shit. Like it's so many different directions they could use just that shit alone for.
We didn't already fought everybody that needs to, you know what I mean? Didn't fought everybody. Like, what's the next opponent? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. It's just like I be thinking about Independence Day and shit like that. Like, what if these motherfuckers is coming in peace? Like, they're really trying to show us some shit or something, and y'all niggas out here being destructive. Like, who knows? And it's funny they said the one that went into water, like disappeared in the water. Like to the set. Did y'all watch that King Kong?
That joint is filled with conspiracy theories.
I know. Did you watch that? The center, like the Middle Earth theory and all that. Oh,
hold on, P, because I'm about to pull up another.
That shit was blowing me away, dog. Oh, so good.
Hollow Earth or whatever.
You talking about the latest one? I ain't watching. I thought it was gonna be cheating.
Yeah, that joint is filled with conspiracy theories.
It was actually decent too.
It's good. So it's good.
Yeah, it's also emotional shit too. Actually, it wasn't bad. I thought it was all right.
Good sequel to the Godzilla.
It's filled with conspiracy theories,
and it has some good action in it.
It had holograms and shit on there. It had
everything. Even the simulation. It started out in the simulation.
Yeah, but even in the beginning, it had a nigga that had a conspiracy podcast.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep. The black dude.
Hey, he be in a lot of movies too. He's a up and coming actor. I forget his name. His mother just passed away too. He said he had to like take off and like do therapy and all that shit. She had passed away when he's doing a movie or something. Yeah, crazy shit. But he's about to blow up. Watch out for him this year.
Yeah. I want to pull that up. Like scientists actually confirm that like there's a Earth within the Earth.
Within the Earth.
Hell yeah.
That's why they blocked off. What is it? Antarctica or whatever.
Yep.
So it don't matter how much money you got, they ain't gonna let you go out there.
There's just a lot of shit behind that, man. Like even just how like they had to find it with the animal instinct, just shit like that. How it's just embedded in you. Like, I don't know. Yeah, like you said, the holograms. What else were they using in that shit? That movie was actually kind of good.
Yeah. Here we go. I mean, it's just like even the word extraterrestrial. That means just like what do it mean? Extra land. It don't mean
I guess
space.
saying, another place.
Yeah, different. Not from this land, I think. Not from this earth. From a different earth.
Here we go.
Is it extra and intra?
There may be an ancient Earth inside Earth, say Harvard scientists.
See, look at that.
If Harvard said it, it must be real.
Hell yeah.
Isotopic ratio from deep within the Earth might signal from material. Because they said like this junk, the Earth like spawned from another like a collision, and it made this. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like an offshoot of something.
Bunch of collisions.
Yeah. But how do they know that? What the fuck?
Exactly.
How do they know that? All right.
I mean, I can see it being possible because I mean, if Earth has a core, then that means it had to grow from something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What were they looking for to even stumble on that? Like, how they even find that shit?
That means they was looking to begin with.
Have we ever been to Earth's core before? Have we
Never
ever been there?
I don't think so.
No. Not that they would release that information, probably.
I still don't think that should
What's
happen.
The
things like like in the sea, because they haven't even done like half of that. I don't think
it's just too much pressure. Yeah, like man can't do it.
And it's probably some alien technology that can fucking offsuit that pressure and shit. And them niggas down there just chilling. And we have no idea.
That's why
it's like a barrier between our world and their world and shit. The pressure, you know what I'm saying?
We not there yet. That's what I'm saying. They Polo Ralph Lauren. We Polo Association. We not there.
It
ain't there. But just like that video, it dipped right into the ocean. Like it had no problem, smooth, just right down. Knew you wasn't gonna catch it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably laughing.
Yeah, this don't even sound right. This is CNN. They say the deepest point is land under Denman Glacier in East Antarctica.
The deepest point. 2
miles below sea level. That don't even sound deep.
I thought the deepest point was actually, it was in Puerto Rico, one of them anyway. And I think, is it the Marianas Trench or some shit?
That sound like they couldn't try, but they wanted to try.
Yeah, that 2 miles ain't nothing.
I mean, it is, but
I mean, for the deepest point, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
Because I know they got one of the deepest points in the ocean over there, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, tropics. Oof. Puerto Rico.
Right off
the deepest artificial point is called Kola Super Deep Borehole in Russia. It reached a depth of 12,261 meters, about 7.62 miles. It's the deepest hole ever drilled by man. That should look wild.
Yeah. That's crazy too.
How many miles was it?
7.262. So half. Nah, how does that?
7 miles.
Yeah,
what the hell?
It's only 14 miles to the center of the Earth.
Yeah, we're definitely botching that.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to say it's way more than that.
But how's like the Antarctica zone? Oh, is it deeper than sea level? That's the thing. I don't know. I'm talking too much science, which I don't know.
Yeah, I think sea level. Yeah, sea level is the deepest I would expect.
Yeah, but some wild piece of information that like how we talk about like flat Earth and like we like really don't know what we live on.
Mm-hmm.
It was like one video I seen that Neil deGrasse Tyson, he always talking shit about like, like flat Earth, like he don't like even entertain the idea. But he one time said that the Earth is like pear shaped.
Yeah. I think I saw that video.
Like it's bigger on the bottom than it is on the top. So if it's pear shaped, what's all the pictures? What's all the pictures we've been seeing?
I know. Why is it like a perfect circle?
Yeah, even like when like that astronaut was on a Joe Rogan show, and he said it was a perfect, sphere. When he said, "Oh yeah, I seen the Earth," and he said, the picture that you see is pretty much like that."
Yeah.
So if it's like, if it's like that, you know what I'm saying? That picture they show us all the time. How is it pear shaped at the same time?
Good question.
I know, like it can't be no way they ain't see the bottom.
Yeah, because they said like the diameter that's like when you go to like the lower hemisphere at certain points is way way larger than the equator. Like the southern point, like by like South America and shit like that. That was that latitude that circumnavigating that point right there is way longer than going over the equator. How is that possible if it's a sphere?
Good question.
See, I gotta dig.
That make you question. Yeah, that make you question every picture that you see because that don't match the picture at all.
Yeah, but they like even on the how they be making the countries and shit look on the fucking map or on the planet. They stretch that shit out. Yeah. That shit do look stretched out.
Yeah, I think they said it was like a kind of like a white supremacy type thing or whatever.
Yeah. You're gonna make the pale Jones look bigger than the brown Jones.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But think about it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Look how big India is.
And I think they said the map should actually be flipped the way they show it instead of showing like Africa on this side and the North America on this side. It should be like flipped the way they should actually show the map. And yeah, Africa should be much bigger.
Man, you won't know until you travel that shit. Yeah.
I don't know about the center of the Earth joint though. That would be interesting.
I think it is something like that because they were talking about like Atlantis and all that type stuff.
Hey, but so did y'all watch the Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
All right, so in that joint they was talking like realms, like they was talking about Earth realms. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like, what if it's just like a bunch of Earths just stacked on top of each other, and you just or not even stacked on top of each other, you just stacked in between shit. Because this is 3D shit, but if it was 4D, it's like space in between. This shit is going simultaneously at one time. So what if like on that realm shit, like you can like
they were saying
I don't know,
though.
like
they were saying our realm is the violence realm too. They're like it's violence.
More but it's also like one of the weakest ones too.
Yeah. But that's what makes it up. It's low frequency.
It's like you on the Earth, dog.
It's the training ground.
Yep.
You about to crush y'all shit.
That's how everybody treats it. They treat Earth like shit. They always talk about it like it's shit. Like everything. It's like, oh, success. Those weak mortals, like they be talking crazy, man. Like crazy.
I know you realize they do that in like every movie, like the space aliens always looking down on us.
They do. Earth.
Every fucking
on
time.
Earth. Earth is nothing.
Like look,
they want to destroy it. That's what I mean. They want to destroy it.
Thanos thought we wasn't shit. Like we can go down the line. Like every fucking villain is like, oh
yeah.
Steppenwolf, same shit.
Yeah. Everybody, they be wanting to kill us.
I wonder why that is though.
Me too. Like real talk. I do wonder why it's like that.
Maybe it's a diversion. Maybe like Hollywood be doing that to let you know like Earth not special. You know what I'm saying? But what if we are special? Like what is it? What if this is like a one-off?
I know. Like you were saying in different realms and shit, it's probably got its own like everything for real.
Mm-hmm.
But what if this but what if this is it?
I know, that's what I mean, like a one-on-one.
Like what if like all the I don't know, like all the push, for the agenda is just like a bigger fight for this special ass realm, or all the alien shit they try and get to this special ass realm to like, find refuge or something. I don't know. What if this shit is special? That's why like we only shown like a small part of the map. What if the shit like stretches out way more? What if the things we do on here is just only like we're dumbed down to like, you know, I mean, this is known. We're dumbed down to think like this is not a special place.
I know.
They already got us thinking we about moving to Mars.
Yeah, I don't really believe that shit though, because if we ain't been to the moon, or we've been told a lie about the shape of the Earth, then who's to say? You know what I'm saying? But what if that's just not how you travel? You don't travel to get to these places. You don't travel in a primitive, even though it's like super science, flying on a rocket and shit. What if that's not how you get to these places? Like, what if you got to get to these places, like, you know, interspace, like not traveling by fire and rocket and propulsion and shit. You just gotta travel by, you know, just actually ascending to these levels. Yeah.
Yep. They probably take you to a certain part of like the atmosphere or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I don't know, man. I'm just talking about my fucking neck.
I can see that too.
I hear.
Because that's where it's going to. Like, you don't even be in control. Like, a robot could be in control of your body. Like, you could have different like shit set up. Like,
I'm just saying, what if this shit is more special than what we've been told? Because I think the space whole narrative is like, oh, we're just this small dot. You know what I'm saying? We're just a small dot. We're insignificant. But what if we are like truly special and bigger than what we thought?
Mm-hmm. We're just figuring that shit out.
I mean, you know the whole saying. You know the whole thing. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What you saying? I mean, you know the whole saying, like, as above, so below. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it's like everything is the same. So it's like there's always a micro to the macro. So, you know,
absolutely,
we on a scale and on a certain level of life, we're the larger life. You know what I'm saying? On another scale, we're not the larger life. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
You know,
we're not the top of the food chain.
Because think about it, you got to think that on a scale, if we can see a microscopic life, you know what I'm saying, there's a microscopic life within that microscopic life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just always going back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and it can always go
I get it.
forward.
Yeah.
You know, something.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah.
So I think that it's like life sustains life. So even for us to exist, we have to begin within something that's living, because everything that lives is within something that's living. You know what I'm saying? So how can we be different from that? You know?
Yeah. So you like, I don't know. I'm about to get too deep. Like, you talking about like in that one like clip in Men in Black when when they like bounced out, and it was like they showed us and they showed like the Earth, and then they showed the aliens as playing marbles with our Earth.
Oh yeah, at the end.
Yeah.
They always do that.
Yeah. I mean, but I think that's a real concept, though. I think that's a real concept. You know, I was thinking the other day, young, it's just crazy. I'm vacuuming and shit, and I saw Daddy Long Legs, and I just, you know, vacuumed the joint, and I was like, damn, I just like looked at that life as if it wasn't significant. But now I'm telling you, it's a real thought. I was like, damn, I looked at that life as if it wasn't significant. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now, what if there was a life form that looked at my life like the same thing as that Daddy Long Legs? You know what I'm saying? So I was looking at it like that. From that perspective, it was like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Even though people kill bugs every day, but I just randomly had the thought. It was just like, damn, I just did that like it was nothing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was probably just trying to get by. You know,
that's why
it just hit my head in that moment for some strange reason.
That's why the scientists say now that we ain't really like met or spoke, you know, make contact with no aliens or whatever. Because it's like, I think that the dude compared it just like you were saying. Like if you was walking past some ants or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna think nothing about it or whatever, and the ants would be us or whatever, trying to shout and communicate or whatever with the
exactly.
But
I can't hear that shit.
But all right, but say like these whole like UFO sightings, they look like, you know what I mean, they know like what they're seeing. There's like they're in like airplane range. It's not like they like saying, what's going on down there after we traveled bazillion miles and shit.
That's what they're doing. They just taking a peek, seeing what's going on.
But after traveling that many miles, you think they're just gonna stop in our atmosphere?
I mean, if you can travel that,
UFO,
why not?
Yeah.
I mean, the technology must be like crazy anyway for you to
exactly. So why stop there?
So that's a good question.
Why not just pull up at Coachella? If you got it like that,
I don't know what no damn Coachella is.
Like, what's the point of hiding if there's so many different type of vessels and you know what I'm saying? What's the point of hiding?
Mm-hmm.
That's the part that don't make sense to me. If you like that prominent out here, why have we not seen why have we not seen undeniable proof? Why have we not? We've been seeing this shit allegedly on record since like the 30s, maybe earlier. Oh,
you would earlier by now we would have seen some on the ground, right?
Something, yeah, for everybody to see,
right?
For everybody to see.
At that all these, because if you look up, there's a whole bunch of UFO signs everywhere. You
I know, but why? But why have we seen that shit like on the gram, like on YouTube, just like boom, right there, like here we are. Why have we seen that shit? Undeniable shit. It's been too long, and it's been
but I've seen a UFO myself though with my eyes though, bro. I've seen one with my eyes, dog. You have too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. But it's like, why? I don't understand. Like I don't know. What's like
we've seen them shits.
What's like the hidden shit, or is it not like? I'm just trying to put myself in an alien like seat.
Like why would I just be out here just like frolicking around in the sky and shit like for no reason?
And it's not
right?
pull up.
It's like, nigga, what you doing?
Yeah.
Say something. Like, nigga, say something. Like, yo,
right.
Yo, this joint just riding around and shit. Ain't saying shit to nobody. But now sometimes they be doing their little formations and shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like that's not really communicating. Like if I say like, exploration shit, like back in the day, Inquisition, or like, they sent in like Christopher Columbus, country to country to country to country, allegedly. Magellan, country to country, country to country. You're gonna pull up on the people there. Like if you don't know these people, you're gonna pull up.
Yeah.
You ain't know they was living there. And then like, oh, hey, what's up? Let's trade. You know what I'm saying? Let's do all that. So why haven't we seen them pull up like that?
They're not us. They might operate differently though.
I don't know, bro. I do not know.
Maybe they operate behind the scenes or something.
Yeah, but all right, who do they operating with?
I don't know.
That's
man.
what I'm saying.
I mean, you're making a valid point.
It don't make sense. It really don't make sense.
So then, no. But maybe that means that they not really they're UFOs, but that don't mean they're like aliens. They might be some like fucking technology that they just not telling us about. Some sort of planes and shit that they don't know, that powers that the government, I guess you would say, has that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they make it seem
like
it's an alien.
But what's the point of a flying pyramid? What's the point? Yeah. What's the point of flying a pyramid then?
Exactly.
I'm just saying, as far as us never seeing like any fucking green man on the ground and no shit like that, or like the niggas say hi, this is us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, exactly. No messages.
Why dead? I mean, that's a good point. Like, at some point, you would think they would have showed their faces.
All right,
now.
So when do you think you're going to see that? When do you think you're going to see?
I feel like we might see it soon. No. They actually confirming that they seen these shits.
All right, so you see, how we seeing UFOs, like official footage, co-signed by the government, the Pentagon.
Mm-hmm.
When do you think we're going to see actual alien beings confirmed by the Pentagon? You think it's going to happen? Because who do they?
I think it's going to be soon.
Like a being.
It has to be, because they confirming that it's some alien shit that they can't confirm. They basically saying we confirm that we can't confirm what the fuck that is.
All right, so how do you think?
Like,
how do you think they're gonna present this shit? Is this gonna be like, all right, this man's is my man's, or they're gonna be like, this man's is like, you know what I mean, we don't really know about these people? Is it going to be like some fear-based shit, or these are like our saviors? Like, how are they going to introduce this guy?
Exactly.
I don't know, but I do think this is a big deal. Don't y'all think this is a big deal?
It is.
Nobody talk about this. I think that's a big fucking deal, nigga.
A huge
Think
deal.
about that shit. Like, nigga, it's some pyramid shit flying in the sky, and they confirming that it's real.
Exactly. That's huge.
But yeah, that's not the point. Like, I mean, that's the point. But like, who are they saying are flying these jumps? That's what I want to know.
Exactly, and
because like showing like a structure in the sky, the people like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. But if they actually confirm this is like another life from another planet, then what? Like, how's that going to be presented to us? And what manner? Or is it just going to be a UFO type thing and they like shooting lasers at like something? Like, how is it going to be presented? Like, am I going to meet like some type of intelligence on TV or something like that? On reality show?
I be feeling like they're already here.
I mean, they could, but I just
that
want
video
like,
they say it was from 2019.
Yeah, how was the official introduction going to be?
Yeah.
Is this nigga going to be on fucking?
I have no idea.
Is he going to be like on Jimmy Fallon? He's going to have that type of introduction.
Nah,
like,
it's got to be some shit that's going to. You know what I think it's going to be? It's going to be like a disaster that's going to involve aliens. Yeah, and then that's going to force the people's attention. You know what I'm saying? It's
it can't be on some calm shit, right?
Attention. It can't be because it's got to rock. It's got to rock the people. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It got to still induce some fear.
Yeah, man.
Exactly. You got to rock the people. You know.
And I don't even want to be fear mongering right now, but it's like, how are they going to do this? How are they going to do this? Like you already said, this is not like, you know what I mean, TMZ shit. This is like, you know, the Pentagon released this shit. So like,
right.
How are y'all going to introduce these people that are flying these? They call them UFOs, man.
Yeah. Unidentified.
I think we kind of like desensitized that whole phrase though. UFOs. It's like UFOs, UFO hunters, UFO whatever. Like if they start calling that shit alien,
it's like
right. Start calling that shit like alien craft, alien whips. Call that shit alien whips.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like y'all gotta
for real.
Like that your whole UFO shit. Like I don't know, man. It seemed like a whole like they took the word and they
unidentified. But you know it ain't from here. You know it ain't from here. But it's unidentified. All right.
That's another thing.
That's very like.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say.
You got it.
I think that's they call them unidentified because maybe back in the past, like maybe around the Roswell type days or whatever, they did find a joint, and now they reverse engineered and they've been making their own joints now. It might be us actually flying these joints around. And they just, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I think too. Yep, you're right. They'll never show enough. Just like you said, they'll never show these little alien people.
I know, but like, I don't know. Like I've asked this question before, that people had like UFO encounters. Do it feel like when you see those UFOs, they kind of like they know you there?
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. They be posting up for hours.
So maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe it's like that rum shit. Maybe it's you. Just checking on you.
Yeah, when I seen that joint, I was like the only person there.
Did it feel like it knew you was there?
Yeah, it did.
I don't know. I just was froze. I was just kind of like in like, is this real? It wasn't even like really a freeze. It was more like, is this really happening? Like it was like, is this life? You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like it was just real. Like, am I really experiencing this?
Damn, like, that's part of the simulation. Like. They not in the simulation. They come to check on you and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like if B was on here, because I seen it with him. If B was on here, he'll tell you. And I never really asked him this too. so we can check next time you're on this jump. It felt like when we seen the jump, it like knew we was looking at it, and then like jetted off and turned like 30 different colors.
That's how I felt when I saw mine too. It felt like
it looked like it was like
myself or something. Like I was already like I was. Yeah, like I wasn't like I was.
It just like knew your presence and then it rolled out.
Y'all mentioned Phil mentioned the simulation. Did y'all see that movie with I think it's Owen Wilson and
that series?
Nah,
what's her fine ass? The old jump. Yeah, Salma Hayek.
Yeah, with the daughter and shit.
And it was like in a he was gonna woke up in the simulation or whatever.
I like movies like
a hologram too. Yep. Yeah.
Some shit. Yeah, that one was alright.
Yeah, that shit was crazy too. They be showing all that tech, man. Mm-hmm. How they be making these movies look too is crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like how you even do all that?
Bliss. That's the jump.
Yeah, Bliss. Yep. I just watched that probably like a couple weeks ago.
It was another movie like that. But that one. What's the guy in Lethal Weapon?
Danny Glover?
No, the other one.
Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson. He had a movie kind of like that recently. He was like the villain in that jump.
Okay.
It was that dude, what's his name? Malalasco? Or he looked like Malalasco?
It's a new joint with Mel Gibson?
Yeah. He has some good, like, recent movies.
Yeah, I know. He does.
Boss level. That jump.
Oh, I saw a little bit of that joint.
That joint was all right.
I need to watch that.
Boss level. That's a good Mel Gibson jump. And then goddamn the joint he did with Owen Wilson. No, not Owen Wilson. Vince Vaughn. The drag through concrete jump. That's a good jump. Okay. 2 Mel Gibson jumps. And then the other jump when he was in like he'd been working and he was like in New Orleans and like the hurricane was coming and he was in that like raggedy ass apartment like saving people. Did you see that jump?
No, I didn't see that.
That jump was all right.
I didn't see that.
You got a lot of Hulu work.
Force of Nature. Was that it? Yep, that's it. That's it.
Yet?
Huh?
You seen the Chaos Walking joint yet? Where they on the they came from Earth or whatever to some new world or whatever, and all the men. There's only men live on that planet now because they killed all the women. They killed all the women or whatever. And like,
see how it is to be passing that message.
The men, you can hear their thoughts or whatever. You can hear their thoughts.
Oh, like, this is what with Tom Holland.
I think so. It might be.
The Spider-Man's on this jump.
Yeah.
Is it a series?
No, it's a movie. It's a movie. Chaos Walking. Chaos Walking. That joint was good. It's got my other dude in that joint too, the Russian band. He always played like a bad guy or something. I forgot his name.
The dude that was in 007.
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Was it on Netflix?
I don't even know.
You see Nobody? Nobody?
Did I see that?
Yeah.
What was it?
That was all right.
Sound familiar? Nobody.
Well, I got a good ass series.
Mortal Kombat don't expect me.
The only what?
That's the most recent trailer you saw?
I said that's the only movie I didn't watch like in a minute.
Hey, this is like animated series, and don't sleep because it's animated. But this is joint on Amazon Prime called Invincible. That joint hard as shit.
I keep seeing that joint flash around.
That joint is hard as shit. Just watch the first episode and text me.
Is it like a kid joint? Is it like kid? Is it like a kid joint? Like is it made for kids or it's like a full of?
It's like them gory like Batman joints back in the day.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know
Does it
exactly
look
what
like
you're
that?
talking about.
But the story is crazy.
It's like,
Watch the first. Just watch the first episode.
It looked like the dark Batman. You know the dark. Remember when the old cartoon Batman, but like the dark.
Nah, it looked like some new. It looked like some new shit, but it's dark as fuck. Like it switches in between, like boom, 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 boom. You be like, what the fuck? How did that just happen?
And what's it called? Some Invincible?
Nah, it's just called Invincible.
Okay, I got Prime too.
On Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I got Prime.
Just watch the first episode. Watch the first episode.
Invincible.
You go, all right, yeah.
Tell Alexa to play that.
Yeah. I mean, I got some more shit we can get into. I'll be just jotting shit on. Hey, did you know back in the day, Terry Bradshaw checked into a hospital and he gave the alias Tom Brady?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Is that a glitch in the Matrix?
That's crazy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Wow.
Tom Brady.
That's kind of weird.
That's scary.
Yeah.
The fuck is that
And he's a quarterback too.
I mean, it was back in the day though. He might have been doing a playoff Brady bunch or some shit. I don't know.
Nah,
it's another great quarterback's name.
And
hey, but even speaking on the topic of quarterbacks and shit, man, like y'all don't think there's a Lamar Jackson conspiracy going on?
What you mean?
Like, am I tripping?
What you mean?
Like they
Lamar
talking
Jackson
about
or Deshaun Watson?
They talking about
Lamar Deshaun.
Lamar Jackson. I'm talking about Lamar. I'm talking about as far as the media, the narrative around them. You know what I'm saying? It's like they talking about should the Ravens move on and draft a quarterback and prepare to move on from Lamar Jackson. I'm just like, why is this conversation not happening for any other quarterback in the league? And this nigga been in the league for 3 years, made the playoffs 3 times, got an MVP, led the league in passing touchdowns, breaking rushing yards, and you gonna replace this nigga? I'm confused, man. I don't know.
I didn't hear that's crazy. I didn't hear much backlash when they signed when they gave Flacco his big deal and let go of I don't know how many players to keep Flacco over that joint. So yeah, I don't see why they're hating on your boy Lamar right now. He good.
Or
he
even
nice.
Baker Mayfield in the same draft. He's had less success. Ain't nobody talking about should they draft the course same. You know what I'm saying? He was the third or whatever fourth quarterback drafted out all them niggas, and he surpassed all of them. So I don't get it.
Mm-hmm. He ain't doing shit either. I guarantee the Browns gonna be back to where they used to be this season. They gonna be back. Still, it's Tom Brady and it goes on service. TB12.
Terry Bradshaw entered a North Louisiana hospital and underwent minor surgery for his muscle tears in the elbow. So this is like some Instagram shit. Like they was writing newspaper articles.
Tom Brady. TB.
The 4-time winning Super Bowl quarterback was admitted to the doctor's hospital on March 3rd under the name Thomas Brady.
It was still his initials. I see what he was trying to do there.
I mean, it's still his initials, so I mean, it's a possibility. I can see that happening. That's just being a weird coincidence.
Okay, because it's
TB.
Terry, but that don't come from Thomas. But Bradshaw kind of looks like
Brad,
that. Because
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's like Brady. Yeah. But he also wears the 12 right there too.
Yeah.
Interessante.
That's what it is.
Then that is crazy though. But yeah,
I,
T Brad. I mean,
you know what's funny though?
now if Tom
If we
Brady
on,
ended up playing for the Steelers, that would have been really crazy.
yeah,
I wish.
but Roethlisberger, he got like all the damn, inklings. I thought he was supposed to be like the greatest quarterback because he's like Rothschild, Bilderberg, or you know what I'm saying, number 7. But
I wish.
like, why you think like Chris Paul just don't get the link up with like LeBron? That's like his mans and stuff. Like, why is that
You thought it
connection
would have happened
never
by now.
happen? Yeah, like why he got to go to
I don't know
like.
because LeBron is ball dominant,
Mm,
and I feel like CP he got to be if he needs the ball and he got to be ball dominant in order to be him.
I don't
You know
think
what I'm
so. I
saying? I don't
think
think they
like
can play on the court together.
I don't think come to a court thing. I think I come to uh like who do we want to win thing.
What you mean?
Like why? Like,
But when you play,
because I've been thinking is like sports is scripted now. Like especially basketball. Like it has to be like
Basketball.
almost a script. Like CP don't stand a chance in the playoffs. So why are they not giving him the easy out and win with LeBron?
Good question. I felt like that about football for a while. You know what I'm saying? Pittsburgh should have been got a couple of them ships. But Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. Y'all got Edelman been on everybody mind all week or whatever. Is this family worthy of the Hall of Fame? Though?
Fuck no. They tripping.
not at all, not even a little bit.
They tripping.
Yeah,
I don't know who
get
brought
that one
that
out the
dumb
way
shit
quick.
up. They tripping.
Yeah,
Nope.
I laughed at that one.
It's a no for me.
It's enough.
Yeah,
It's enough for me, dog. Y'all tripping with that.
Yes, yeah. It's too many Bama's there. What Shannon Tate say? They said Willie McGinnis can't even sniff that chomp. He can't even sniff that Hall of Fame. And he got plenty of he got him some Pro Bowls. He got a couple of badges.
He's a great player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they gotta get my man Hines Ward in there though. If they gonna let Edelman.
Hell no.
So do y'all think it's a coincidence? So what do y'all think is do y'all think there's a coincidence in the you know how kind of like the police shootings went away and then they came back again and shit? Like do y'all think that there's some sort of significance in I'm talking about like as far as the frequency in which they're being presented to you almost every day.
Yep.
Because remember, it was like at first there was a time period where you were seeing them a lot, then they just kind of went away, and then all of a sudden they're coming back again. You know what I'm saying? It's like
in waves.
So do y'all think there's something to that?
Yep.
Yeah, in waves, exactly. That's the best way to describe what I'm trying to say. In waves. Do y'all think there's something to that?
Yeah, they're trying to enforce like gun laws and shit. I feel like
Maybe that, or I don't know. It might be some money moving around out here that we don't notice. It might be some other stuff going on when they distracting us with the police brutality. You never know. They got matter of fact that I had put it in the group me or whatever. They done killed another man by pinning him down on the ground and all that stuff over there in LA.
Well, the Spanish dude, right?
Spanish dude, yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that one turned out. They was trying. I was reading an article, whatever. The brother of the victim or whatever. He was like, they was trying to say that the guy died. He died due to medical complications at the hospital or whatever. He was like, nah. I watched the video. He was dead on the concrete. His face down was in the concrete. His face down on the concrete. He didn't die at the hospital. He was already dead.
That's crazy.
How they doing?
Protecting the shield.
You know, dog. It might be something going on. We'll see. We'll see if
Yeah, I mean, what you like I said, you've seen these robots and shit that's coming, these police dogs and shit like that. So, do y'all think it might get to a point where maybe even the police altogether might be eradicated? Do y'all think that's a possibility?
Yep, that's what I said. That's what I said right there. I said like they going because it's too much fault in police work. Like these are like what profession, like every move you make, if it's on camera, it's going to be judged. So yeah, they going to say, oh, isn't this like a, you know what I mean, a human there, like a human defect? Yeah, it's a human defect to make rational decisions in the heat of the moment. So why not they implement the use of police robots to make, the correct decision, because it's smart. Everything's smart. Thermometers, smart phones, smart TV, like everything's smart. So they're gonna make smart cops, and they're gonna make the decisions.
Yeah, they already making them joints. Actually, I'm investing in one of them companies.
But remember in iRobot, the whole premise was that at the beginning where he died, where him and his daughter got in that crash, and the robot came to save them, and the way that the robot was programmed was to save the person who had a better chance of survival, which was him over his daughter. And he was saying a human would have tried to save the girl. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, would you want to give that responsibility to a robot?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah,
exactly. No, I'm saying I'm not saying it's a good idea. I'm saying it's the empathy. They lack that feeling.
Yep.
Even like Ex Machina, the bitch cut the nigga, that bitch double crossed that nigga like so hard.
So cold.
Yeah.
I still to this day I always say that. I was like, yo, that's one of the coldest fucking movies I've ever seen. Yeah. Like, and she had no feeling because she didn't.
Why would she have feelings?
Like, robot
why would she have
shit.
feelings?
Yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, he had the emotional connection. Yeah, he had the connection, and that's what fucked him up. He forgot she was a robot. It was crazy. That movie was well written.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's sick.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Fall in love with a robot. Can you imagine? Oh,
bro,
fall in love with a robot, nigga. That's sick.
If I was a square, that's the whole thing. She got the right one. A motherfucker that was always on the computer all the time, never was in interaction with the outside world. You know what I mean? Like, attention was rare for him. It was perfect. That's another aspect of that movie. It was just like, damn, man, she whew, dangerous.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll do away completely though. I don't think they'll ever do away completely with human police officers. I don't think they'll ever do it away.
No,
so they're gonna be like their partners.
Yeah, like
exactly. I think they'll be partners. Yeah,
they're gonna be their partners.
That would make the most sense for me. Yeah.
Or maybe they do like some like integration type shit. Like they put like AI on their like heads and like, oh, this is the correct decision.
Mm-hmm.
Super cops.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, people probably got like girlfriends and boyfriends on the little fucking avatar world shit, video games and shit. They probably having whole families and marriages and shit and everything.
You know they do. You know they got them funny boys out there.
Some game somewhere out there in the universe.
Oh yeah, that's a definite.
People crushing for like a whole hour, but
I'm so proud.
Even crushing. But yeah, all right. We're gonna jump out of here. This is a good quick, little quick overtime. I think that this alien shit we need to keep our eyes on moving forward because it's moving at a fast pace.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
It is.
So yeah,
it is. We was talking about this before.
Yeah, just a
couple.
couple.
This shit happened just like, did we just have this conversation like a week or two ago?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they talking about this shit
like 3 weeks ago.
I think like when are we going to introduce to the guy? the spokesperson. We're gonna venture into that. But yeah,
who's behind all of it?
right.
It's
In
gonna be a
between time,
hologram.
we are your spokespersons. In between time, we are spokespersons about the cool shit, the flash shit, the alternative shit. This is the overtime section of the Flight Room Podcast, episode 37. Yeah, we out here. Stay connected. Yup. Holla at us. Hit them, Corey.
We'll holler at y'all.
Ah.